For today's video, the E90 is finally going to get a bumper replaced. It's been missing a bumper for a while, and the bumper we're going to be using to replace it is the 1M style bumper from the E82. So this is a 1M style bumper. European Society of Motorsports creates these, and I believe they like combine basically two bumpers together. But what's interesting and what we're going to be doing for today's video specifically is we're going to be actually taking this E82 M1 carbon diffuser and applying it to the bumper. Now, they don't sell these together, but I've seen people do this before, and I'm sorry about my voice. I'm coming over a little bit of a cold, so bear with me. But yeah, we're gonna be taking this M1 style diffuser. This thing looks really, really nice, and we're gonna be applying that to the bumper. Now, it is gonna require some custom fitment. I believe we're gonna have to move our exhaust a little bit, but besides that, it should be good and the car can be ready for paint. Now, this video is not going to be a full tutorial on how to install a bumper. I have a video on that where I show you how to install a front and rear bumper. I'll leave that in the description down below. But I will be just showing you some of the process that we had to do to get this bumper on the car and also getting the exhaust moved. But let's go ahead and jump right into it.
Now, before we hop into this install, I actually ended up making a few mistakes here. This bumper is not made for this diffuser. I simply saw it done online before and I really wanted to replicate it. And when I was finishing this video and the bumper and the diffuser were finally together, I realized there's no area to actually mount the bumper to the diffuser at the very top portion of the diffuser where meets the bumper at, and it ended up coming off. So I'm gonna show you guys how to mount that bumper to the diffuser correctly. So you're gonna end up cutting off that top piece of plastic. I have the bumper upside down. You can cut off that top piece of plastic right there that seems kind of just flims around. Cut that off completely. You're gonna take that extra space and actually end up drilling 3 holes into the diffuser. They're 1/4-inch holes, and 3 holes into the bumper in that section right there. And then I end up taking a nut and bolt, putting it through there so those are secured correctly. And I end up also drilling 2 holes on either side of the diffuser as well, so it can be mounted in the corners and in the center as well. And this makes sure it's 100% secure. And also, looking at this angle here, you can actually see what I'm talking about. I say they take 2 bumpers and mesh it together. You can actually see the mesh line where they take the 2 bumpers and mesh it together. That's why this bumper is so expensive, and sometimes it could take them a while to make because these are handmade bumpers and very custom. You don't see bumpers like this anywhere. But yeah, I just want to explain that part. So throughout this install video, you're actually gonna not see the diffuser on there, but you have to do what I did here before you even start installing that bumper. And let's go ahead and hop right into that install.
Since my rear bumper is already gone, just removing it here. So the first thing we're gonna do is actually go ahead and remove these 8mm screws. There are 3 of them in here connected to the back of the rear tail light. It's behind the trunk liner, and then you can just go ahead and pull out this wire at the bottom right here, and then the rear tail light simply comes right out. Make sure you get none of these wires snagged up on the inside. They're stuck a little bit, and there we go. You just do the same for the other side as well. With both tail lights out, we can go ahead and begin clipping this bumper in place. We have to pull these up, and the bumper actually fits into both of these on the side right here, and then also it just clips in all along here. Just make sure you snap it all in place. And then there's 8mm on the fender well that go all down here, and we got to get at the bottom as well. But let's go ahead and begin snapping it in place. Now that we have the bumper in place, there is an 8mm screw right here that connects the bumper to the fender. It's a little hard to get my camera in there between the tire. My car is kind of low, but there you go. You can kind of see it right there. Those 2 need to meet with the 8mm screw. Once you have those fender well screws in place, you have about like 10 more going all across the bottom right here to connect the actual bumper to this rear under tray. The car is finally back from paint, and now that there's paint on, you can see the nice curves and design this bumper has. This thing looks really nice, very reflective. Love the inserts right there. But now we're gonna have to cut the exhaust. I already knew this was gonna happen, but because of the way the diffuser sits, it will not fit in the area a normal 328 exhaust will fit. So we're gonna go ahead and just cut it off and apply the diffuser, and then I'll get somebody to weld on the new exhaust. Exhaust tips are now off. It was just a small little weld on the side that was put on there to make sure they stay in place, but it was just really a clamp, so they came off pretty easily.
And now we have enough clearance to get the diffuser on. And then later we're gonna have to actually get this moved a little bit to the right and put some new tips on there, cause yeah, these cheap eBay carbon tips, don't buy them. They don't last at all. All right guys, here is the finished product. Now I saw this style a couple years ago. People have done this on the E90 before, but I'm definitely really happy how it came out to me. This is probably one of the best rear end setups you can have, besides maybe going fully wide body. But I love the vents. It definitely looks more OEM plus compared to the original setup I had. Kind of reminds me of those vents you see on the sides of the new 440s. But yeah, this thing looks real nice. The diffuser is aggressive, almost too aggressive. I've actually scraped it before, just like going down a hill or coming out of a driveway. It's real aggressive. It's like the lowest part on the car, but I'm still obsessed with the look of that. It just looks really, really beautiful. Really, really aggressive. I could not have been happier of how this came out, but I'm really curious what you guys think. You think it's one of the best setups? You think my old setup was better? Let me know in the comment section down below. But besides that, leave a like if you enjoyed the video, and if you really care, hit that subscribe button. Peace, guys.